Hey, let's look at the bright side, Nee. At least it's not a cave full of blue bats and moles.
Alright. Guys, I found Mommy.
Burn it.
Congratulations, Master of Light. Now burn the fucker.
Good.
Well, anyways,
let's up here and help me.
Well, the spider lets out this long, ear-piercing shriek that reverberates throughout the chamber. And we are entering combat.
Yay.
Start with the fire. I'm still holding your arm like a weapon. Fire it.
Alright. I'm burning it.
It appears we come across the queen of the eight-legged freaks.
Yep, you've come across the needleback spider matriarch.
I need where's my phone? I need a calculator. Ah. $69, and let's go ahead and hit Mommy.
Alrighty, let's see here.
And that's 20 NP for... No, that's... Oh, it should be 27. It's better. Thank you. How much does that hurt Mommy? Does she have the same weaknesses as these guys?
You're able to deduce she does at least have the same fire vulnerability, because that 64 becomes 103 points of damage. Thanatos, you lift up your hand, a big old fireball forms in it, you clench your fist down and thrust it up into the air, and from underneath the spider matriarch, there's this big... a pillar of flame erupts around it, it shrieks in agony, bits of blood fleck off and go flying off in any direction. So, it sort of comes... I do actually need to subtract its magic armor from that, so that's 94 damage in total.
I suggest for
Wait a minute.
takes an ether or something.
Wait a minute. You said it was 100 and something, but it goes at
103 minus its magic armor, which is 9.
Huh.
For 94.
Well, that's gonna be annoying. Oh, well.
Alright, so, drop weapon. Alright, disabling shot. Shall I do its accuracy or avoidance, people?
Avoidance. These things have stupid high avoidance.
Indeed.
Queen might be different, but okay, avoidance on Queen. Let's try and actually hit it.
Oh, I think I actually got its avoidance and accuracy backwards on its character sheet. Hold up a second.
Oh god.
I'm gonna roll while you're doing that.
I'll just roll. Hit it, knee. Hit it.
Ooh, there.
Oh no.
Your bolt goes flying off into the darkness. Behind it, a second later, you hear ding, 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 as your bolt strikes a wall and falls to the ground. You see a little, like, brief spurt of oranges sparks as it hits a
The dice hate us today.
We just started.
A 2 and a 1.
Oh, shit.
A 2 and a 1.
Why?
Alright, let's see here.
Mika! Freeze it!
Mika is going to park her sweet patootie right there.
It's always more insulting when it's on fucking one-time use abilities.
I know! It reminds me of that fight with that sniper, and we're all trying to friggin' hit him.
Alright. She is...
How can something that big be so bloody evasive?
I thought you were going to say huge for a minute there, like, how can something that big be so huge?
How can something that big be so huge?
I mean, that's kind of contradicting right there.
Alright.
They say these things do take double from ice. So, all the ice, I just kind of wish I had an ice spell. But I don't.
Alright, let's see here.
Zara.
It's not... Oh yeah, it is double damaged from ice. Okay.
I see, I remember this shit.
That's 123 damage.
Minus its armor.
Yep, I already did that.
Okay.
Alright, so there's kind of like what you did with the flames. Mika, like, clenches her fist, thrusts it up into the air, and a bunch of spikes of ice come up from beneath it, stabbing it all over. It's bleeding profusely now. It's like, you see, like, green blood dribbling all over the ground. Some of it, like, sort of blackened. It's like... It's snarling and growling angrily.
Quite.
Alistair, what you doing, man?
I'm gonna give Thanatos cover, just because I think he's gonna be pissed off at him. And...
I mean...
Actually,
mean...
she shouldn't be even able to have a ether, would she, yet? Bollocks. She's done her move.
I mean, he can use his turn to use an ether on Mika, right?
Yeah, you can use your turn to use an ether on someone else. And if they're unconscious,
okay,
and you can also use an item from their inventory as long as you are within a short range of them. Like, you have to be right next to them.
Ether.
Yeah, Mika has, she has 2 high ethers.
Mika, as impressive as that spell was, I suggest a high ether. You need to.
Are you the one using it?
Well, for her, I'm good.
Alright, so you're using one of her high ethers on her. So, so she
That's
gets
half
back.
of
So,
her
she,
magic
so
back.
she gets back 58 MP from that. Thanks.
That's
You're
lovely.
welcome.
And now for Sirakits and Sifane. Fane has ice ammo, doesn't she?
She does.
That's lovely.
Lock and load and open fire. As for you, Rocket, I suppose maybe back up Nee and Thanatos.
Right. That was a Windows noise.
Indeed. Alright, so Rocket's moving up. Alright.
That says she can't get in melee range.
I'm gonna park Fane right there. And she will take an ice shot at the big bitch.
Big bitch. Well, eventually some of us are going to have to start working on those clusters.
That's a 9.
I'm gonna
to
try a
hit.
barrage next time.
That doesn't hit.
Yeah, definitely does not. She loads in an ice bullet, lifts up, takes a shot, and the bullet actually hits the matriarch's armored carapace and just scrapes off, leaving a little spot of frost on its shell, and just shakes itself a bit, and the ice sort of falls off like crumbly crust off the side of a piece of moldy bread.
I really wish Knee's shot would have hit.
And Fane's like, oh fuck, this thing's tough. Enemy's turn.
Sure.
So, let's see here. Spider Cluster 1. That one's going to come right up to you, Thanatos.
Yay me.
Yeah, you indeed. I am very happy with this.
Little bastards.
And it is going
You're happy of this thing attacking me. Our DM loves our pain.
And it is going to try and inflict you with a poisonous bite. So, it's rolling accuracy. That is a 7 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's deal with damage really quick. What is your armor?
20.
Cover!
Well, technically, Alistair takes us, even though he's way the fuck over there.
Oh yeah, well, actually, because of. Are you
You're a little-
are you within a medium range?
Yes, he is.
Yes, I am.
Okay, we'll get to that in just a second. Let's see here.
So, what is Alistair's armor?
No, that doesn't matter. It's still as if it was applied to you.
Oh, okay. I thought it.
Wait,
I
hold
thought it
on.
takes
I
it
don't.
from
Wait,
his.
hold on. I rolled that wrong.
What do you mean you rolled that wrong?
Yeah, I need to re-roll that. There we go. That's better. 22.
I was
So-
about to say, why is there two Ds? Why is there two dice rolls?
Right, so yeah, that was just a mistypo. So Alistair, you see this spider charging in for Thanatos, fangs dripping. You know, this collection of spiders coming in, all of their claws, their fangs dripping with green venom. Like, oh shit! And you quickly, like, you dodge back, scuttle between Fane and Nee, and then immediately plunk yourself in between them just as it's coming on Thanatos. You lift up your arm and like a bunch of them just dig into you all over. So you take. So Alistair takes 22 points of damage. And I need him to roll
The
a force
armor?
check. I already took into account the armor. Because
Alright.
Thanatos' armor, because the attack was meant for him. You took the damage that he would have taken. And now I need you to make an opposed force check.
Don't get poisoned.
Gotta beat a 12.
What?
Beat a 12, Alistair.
Woo! He just did it. Alright. So he just resists being poisoned. It's like these things are climbing all over him, biting him all over. Fuck, get off! And like a little boom, sort sort of knocks them all off with a quick burst of magic and sort of a series of rapid-fire tiny poisonas at every bite mark. Just stop.
You call that poison? The river snuggling was harder than this.
Ah, yes. Good time.
Brutal times. I need
Nice. What are the other two doing?
All right, well, the big matriarch is going to take advantage of its large movement to sort of scuttle over here. And now I need to have it pick a target.
Wonderful.
But it's not in range of anything.
Yeah, it has abilities. It's a big fucker.
Does it have a ranged attack?
It does. 2
Oh,
is
great.
targeting Thanatos.
Oh, again.
Well, at least I have my meat shield.
So,
You are most welcome.
all right, so this is an attack roll.
Is it wet?
9 to hit. Does that hit?
Yep.
What is Alistair's avoidance anyway?
I don't know, but it's attacking you, Thanatos, not Alistair.
Oh,
hit you anyway,
So
because
it does it with my avoidance. Well, of course that hits me. My avoidance is 6.
All right. Okay, well then. So, you all watch as it sort of rears up on 4 of its hind legs, and its abdomen, the little web dispenser at the bottom, I don't know what you call it, starts undulating. You just see just
I don't want to know what you call it. Just
a lot of web starts coming up, and then with a quick like
Do it.
pelvic thrust, a gigantic glob. I don't know what else you'd call it. A gigantic glob of web comes flying at you, Thanatos, and Alistair, you quickly jump in front of that as well. And I need you again to make an opposed force check.
If it makes you feel any better, my avoidance is 6-2. So. It
Needs
won't
me
do anything.
12 again.
beat 12 again.
Again?
Again?
Yes. Now beat 12, Alistair.
Again? Eat you must.
Oof.
Eat it? You did not.
All right, so
You did
you see
not.
this big glob of web flying at Thanatos. It's like, oh shit, no, and you quickly jump in front of it and lift up your staff ready to try and resist it. Falls over you. You are completely enveloped in it, and you try to struggle for a second, but it quickly hardens, and you are considered petrified for the next 4 rounds.
Oh! God.
I don't know why you're moaning. You're not the one stuck in the web.
Because we lost a healer.
Okay.
You'll cut me out then, you buffoon.
That's not how it
We
works.
need, what is it, like a golden needle or whatever it's called.
Good. Okay, and this spider is going to move this way to cover the matriarch. All right. Back to the party. Alistair, you are petrified. You are incapable of taking actions or moving, although it is worth noting you are conscious inside of that. You're just completely
So all you're
immobilized.
hearing is.
By the way, I'm using barrage.
Okay, so you're attacking everything?
Yeah, everything for full damage. I can only do this once.
Okay, roll it. That hits
I
pretty much
just
everyone.
did.
Yeah,
I did.
I mean damage.
When that hits everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does
Hey.
indeed hit everything.
I roll damage.
Alright, so damage, so 50.
Why couldn't you have a roll like that when you were doing disabling?
Oh, because I didn't control what the dice want to do.
And for the record,
50
you only double for this, Thanatos.
45.
I'm sorry, Alistair, I couldn't hear that through all that web.
I'm so gonna stick my staff so far up your ass.
48.
48 damage to everything. Okay, let's
Yep.
see here. I need to real quickly subtract the spider's armor from that. Alright, so the spider takes 33 damage, the big one. And the others...
It has an armor of 15. Are you kidding?
Okay, and all the others
That's awesome.
take full 48.
As I thought we established, these things do have a bit of tough armor about them.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Ooh.
Alright, so, Neothil, you sort of rush up and seeing, like, all the situations, like, ah, shit. And like, in rapid succession, fire off just a rapid series of bullets all throughout the chamber, and about 4 of the smaller spiders pop as the arrows hit them in the right spot. The big one, Euro kind of hits it under one of its legs where the exoskeleton had already been peeled away a bit from earlier spells. It's very unhappy. I am going to have Mika. I am going to...
Ooh, Tom, before you make Mika attack, I have an idea.
Oh?
But first I have a question.
Okay, shoot.
For a tier 2 limit break, how many destiny points does that cost?
It is the same amount of destiny.
So 3?
3. Why are you using yours?
I will use my tier 2 limits break on this motherfucking matriarch bitch.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me.
How many destiny points do you have to spend?
I have 20.
Okay, fucking use it away.
Use it away. Okay, so
Okay,
take
just a
that
second.
off.
Just give me a second to pull
Now,
it back up. Shadow Flare.
yeah, I've got it right here.
Power
So
times 9 plus 2d6 shadow damage that ignores armor, magic armor, or whatever. Whatever you're
Quiet.
saying.
now hold on. First let's do damage, and then we'll add all the shit that happens because of this little deal. So power times 9. That's 12 times 9. That is 100. Oh, also, it adds the damage from half of the damage that I've already taken. So let's see here. 252 minus 226.
That would be 13 extra damage on top.
So that's 13 extra damage. So times 9. Oh, 8 plus 13. So that's power. So that's 2d6 plus 121. 127 on the matriarch.
Alrighty. 27 to the matriarch.
And that ignores all its armor.
Yep. Let's see here. Its finesse, avoidance, and accuracy are all cut in half for 4 rounds.
Yes, it has. Well, no, yes, it does. It has finesse, avoidance, and accuracy for 4 rounds.
Oh,
So
that's
you have an ability that does pierce armor.
Also,
Well, it's
Also-
a break.
I need to roll a 1d6. Okay, pardon me a second. I need to go to the shit.
4. Lightning.
It's lightning.
Yep.
Excellent. So now it takes Now it gains an elemental weakness to lightning.
An elemental weakness. Let me double check that.
Elemental weakness to lightning, you say?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. He's
So-
got to get a bit closer than she likes, but let's do this. How much of an elemental weakness?
Double damage. That's what a weakness
double
is.
damage.
Double damage.
Dagger it is.
Okay.
Storm,
Stab him in
okay.
the eye.
All right. I'm pretty sure you already did your thing this round, though.
Yeah,
so-
I know. I mean, from now on, the
Anyways.
gains a weakness.
Right. So Mika, seeing the predicament Alistair is in, is going to shuffle her way back behind the party lines a little bit.
I don't get a really cool description of what I just did to this thing.
Oh, right. Hold on a sec. I forgot about that for a second. Okay. So Thanatos, you see this thing sort of lumbering around after imprisoning Alistair and Webb, and you're like, fuck you. You step around to put yourself between it and Alistair, and you lift up your hand. Dark energy begins gathering around it. You pitch back. The energy convulses and crackles with dark energy. You throw it. It flies across the room, grows exponentially to the point that it almost looks like a giant spear, like a jagged spike of just raw shadow energy. It strikes into the needleback spider. The rest of you hear this crackling, bassy, thunderous boom echoing all throughout this big-ass chamber, and the spider goes sliding back several feet as the spike embeds into its top. Energy crackles all along it, eating away at its shell even more, causing even more to go flying off. It's like, as it goes skittering back. Very fucked up by that. And now it's Mika's thing.
That was a good move.
Yep, Mika
You
is,
wanted me to burn it? I burned it.
Mika's going to park herself right here, and she is going to... Give me a second. She is going to expend 40 MP
40.
In order to cast Protect on Alistair.
40 MP
Nice.
for protect. What's protect do?
Well, with Protect active, give me a second to find it. Protect. All physical damage dealt to you is halved for the duration of the effect. The damage is halved after armor reduces the initial amount.
Does it free Alistair from...
It does not. It just means he takes a lot less damage. Let's see here. And it pretty much lasts until the end of combat. So, Alistair, you are protected.
Nice.
And so that is Mika's go. Fane, I am going to move her here over a ways. She is going to launch another one of her ice bullets at the matrix.
And its avoidance is halved.
Yep, so she actually has a chance to hit now.
It would be one.
Isn't that such a useful ability?
Damn! That was almost a critical hit. Oh well. Alright, so that would be total 59 damage she deals to the matriarch.
As for Rocket, I think it might be wise for her to take
Take
this
what?
lot here. I think it might be wise to take on this little cluster next to us here.
What can you reach? You can reach the
This
two
one.
small ones.
This one.
Yeah.
These ones
Yeah.
here.
I'm just giving her options. She can reach the two small ones.
Yep, either of them.
Yeah. Because we still got this one next to us, which is trying to get behind us, I noticed.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's not let them surround us.
Yeah, we do need to start whittling down the clusters, even with the big bitch here.
Is it our turn?
It
Well,
is.
yeah,
It
it's-
yes, it
it
is
is
the party's turn,
cool.
so if you want to attack it, go for it.
Do you have a multi-attack on you, or are you just going to stamp them?
In order to do that, I'd have to do
Either
Oh,
limit break,
go,
either
go,
limit
go.
break or meteor rain. That's also an option. Your limit ability.
Ah.
And how much?
it. It still
Limit-
costs a destiny point.
Yeah,
That it does.
I mean,
How
I
many
would
destiny
say
points do you have? So I wouldn't waste any
I love
destiny
it.
if you can just crush it normally.
So I can't, like, constantly do like I did that one time.
Is it, how many destiny points do you have?
11. She said.
I said 11.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you're kind of coming through a little muffled. So
Okay. Point being, we should try to
For the time-
save,
Yeah, for the time being, just do one of your normal abilities.
Hmm.
Whichever you have.
Yeah.
Just do the normal thing. Normal
Yeah.
attack.
yep.
Yeah. And save one limit break for the matriarch.
I mean, if we need it at this point. Mine really fucked it up.
Yeah, and my attacks are now going to double on it with my dagger, which I intend to do.
Man, that is taking forever to roll.
Yeah, it's done that every now and then.
I have to say, it's pretty cozy in here.
It's pretty cozy.
13.
Finally,
I'm
That
so glad you're enjoying your nap, Alistair. We'll try not to knock
Yep.
you over in the course of our fight,
Yep,
you
that hits.
jackass.
Yep, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. 10 times 3 plus 2d6.
hmm
You should join me. It's like silk.
Can we hear him in there?
Yeah, it's very muffled, so it's kind of sounds like whatever happens whenever Cell starts eating one of the androids with how muffled it is.
That's oddly... That's an odd comparison, but sure.
Well, it's pretty accurate and everything else. You can hear what's being said, but you can't really make out the words.
Hmm.
Fair enough.
Unless you already know what they're saying.
I say Walker has a good chance of hitting me.
Ooh, that's
Max
not good.
damage.
Alright. Gotta cut that in half because group, so 21.
Oh.
Squidge.
Squish.
It still kills one of them. So, Rocket, you kind of see the spider sort of rallying up and getting ready to go after Alistair again, and you're like, ha ha ha, fuck no. And you charge up, and as they're getting ready, you lift up your mechanical leg, and you bring it down, and just pop one of them. It splatters all across the ground, and a big old splat mark of green gore, and the others sort of scatter around. You're like, ah! Right, I believe that's everyone on the party.
I do believe so.
All right, so back to
Just
the
need
end.
Fane and then the unimaginable horrors of these nightmares.
I mean,
Well, Fane's already shot.
this thing is going to charge at Uni, this group.
Fun.
All right, and they are going to attempt to poison you. So first, their accuracy roll. Does that hit you?
My avoidance is 9, so yes.
Oh,
Alrighty.
shit.
All right.
Well, hopefully she can.
What is your armor again? 15?
15.
Okay. That's 28 damage you just took.
And now we gotta do force check.
Yep, gotta do it.
Is it just straight force, or can you choose force or finesse?
It's straight force in this case because you're like resisting the poison directly. Finesse is for shit like magical effects or mental things.
Well, some jobs have
Oh, pretty
abilities
good,
that let you
13.
use the difference.
Right, well, let's see then if they beat that. They do not.
I do not.
All right, so
Fuck you, spiders.
all right, so as the spiders are sort of coming up and start nipping at your heels and like trying to climb up, and you're like, ew, 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 and you just like scrape them off, and you're like, "Ugh." The raw adrenaline and terror in your veins is enough to like find the poison, like get the fuck out of here. So the poison in your veins tries, but it can't really get anywhere because there is just too much adrenaline kicking your antibodies into overdrive. You are gonna crash hard when this fight is done. All right. The big spider is let me have it pick a target.
Let's say big spider has its accuracy halved, so the
Indeed.
likeliness of hitting us is less likely now.
It's going to shoot another glob of petrifying web at Fane. Let's see here. Let me double check your thing.
I don't think it liked those ice bullets.
It does not. All right, so it is rolling accuracy. 2 because halved. 6.
Does that hit Fane?
Does that hit Fane? Her avoidance is 8, so no, it does not.
Yay me!
So it spits another globule of web at her, but she quickly rolls to one side and avoids it, and the web just kind of splats against where she had been. There. Nice and ugly.
Ugly.
Ugly. Alright. Okay. And let's see here. In this group right in front of Rocket is going to
I'm
attempt.
gonna laugh if it is it gonna poison Rocket.
It's going to attempt to confuse Rocket.
Damn. I was hoping they do. I tried to do poison, but because Rocket's immune to poison.
Alright, so let's see here. So that is a 9 to hit. That hit you?
My avoidance is 9.
Ah, so it just hits. Gotcha. What is your armor? 20, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so Rocket takes 28 points of damage as these things start biting you all over, and now we need to do opposed force checks.
Has Rocket ever been confused?
Yes.
Alright, you gotta beat 12. Things like they're
At one time. What am I rolling again?
Force.
What is with you in 12s today?
I don't know. I just like the number 12, I guess. Nice dude, and you're right.
12 was my number. And Rockets.
Ooh, no. Alright, so as these things bite into you, injecting a specific neurotoxin, the world sort of starts to ripple and to distort, and just all the colors get really bright and vibrant, and your eyes sort of start lulling around. Your operating system starts flashing in your eyes saying, warning, neurotoxin detected. But you're like, pretty lights. So you are confused for the next 4 rounds.
Hey, you guys, who bought the pot?
What about the pot? All right, back to the party. And because of things, we'll do Rocket first. So I need to check negative status effect, so I know what things...
How's the boy?
We need to deal in this dragon. We need to deal in this spider poison stuff. I could see people getting high off that for money.
Jesus Christ. Alright, so I just believe, like...
A D6, so let's hear. So 2...
What's 2?
On a 2, Rocket starts attacking her friends and or allies.
Fuck.
So what? So
Is
what?
it whoever's closest? Because
So-
closest is Alistair.
So here's what happens, Rocket. As your operating system is continuing to blink in your eyes, saying "Warning, neurotoxin detected," like filling your skull with this internalized beeping, like, "Oh, that's annoying," and you shut it off. So you set your operating system to reboot, and you then proceed to look around for a second, look at the spiders beneath you, turn around, see a cocoon right behind you, like, "Ah!" And you just kick it. So roll for me an accuracy check, please.
We do no
Okay.
damage, but please let it topple over.
Was it Rocket's got the highest accuracy of all, so I'm pretty sure it's...
13. Alistair, does that hit you?
Yes.
Yes, Rooney.
Okay, Rocket, go ahead and roll your damage, and we'll take the calculations from there.
Does he need to? Because it won't do any. He's protected.
It
Well, it
halves
the
the
damage.
damage. It doesn't block it, it halves it.
That's like...
So 38 damage. Alistair, what is your armor?
26.
26, so that's...
So Alistair takes
12.
6 damage.
6 damage. Just like you're...
Yeah.
Splat.
So yeah, Rocket, you lift up your mechanical leg and you drive it into Alistair's side, or the cocoon's side, and it just kind of just falls over to the side. Just
You're
falls over.
lucky that you have the strongest armor of all of us.
Oof. Hey, who turned out the lights and kicked my ass?
Anyway, while he's being a dick,
Alright, so let's hear.
What's that for?
Oh, fuck it. No.
Alright, and Rocket, you then proceed to jump over Alistair's body and run over here. Okay, so that is
What's going
Rocket.
on?
The
Having
fuck
just
was
avoided
that?
the poison, Nee's going to roll dive over towards the matriarch, and with her dagger, which is Lightning Storm Mark II, is going to go for it.
Alright, roll accuracy.
Stab it right in the
Aye.
cranium.
9? Yep, that
Oh,
hits.
hit, because it's up.
Alright.
Because it's
Thank
half.
you, Thanatos. So
Yay
plus
me.
39 for the dagger, and that'll be doubled, whatever it is.
Alright, let's hear.
Minus
So
the armor.
let's hear 43 minus 15 because of its armor. And then double that because lightning for 56. Alright.
Eh.
So Mika, you sort of dodge roll forward
Me.
away from the cluster next
Mika,
to you.
no, not Mika.
Whatever. You dodge roll forward, come up, and you're like right in front of the spider's head. Its mandibles like open up wide. You see its mouth dripping like, and you stab up into the underside of its head and pull back, and more green blood splatters across the ground. The thing like slumps for a second. It's really fucked up, you guys.
Yay! I'm gonna blast it with lightning.
Okay, I mean it's in the single digits of HP, but all right.
Oh, single digits. You know what? I'm going. You know.
Use force lightning.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna waste the magic on it. I'm going to just go over to it, and I'm going to cut it.
Okay.
What
If
is
you
my
hit,
accuracy?
remember, if you hit it.
Well, I'm gonna
Dice.
hit it because its avoidances still have.
Yeah, but the dice hate us today.
That hits.
Well,
that would
roll
be-
damage.
12. Thanatos had a mighty smite.
All right, 40 minus 15 for its armor for, well, how do you want to kill it? That's definitely
Ooh.
more than 8.
I got one.
Okay.
I want to use knee as a springboard, jump up, and cut it in half.
Okay. So, yep, as you sort of as you're charging forward and Knee is backing away after stabbing it in the jaw, you're like, Knee! She looks over and like puts out a hand, you jump up, she like catches you by the bottom of your boot and chucks it forward, and with this big sort of a dark purple arc that sort of pierces the darkness of the cave, you emerge on the other side of it, and a second later its body just sort of it holds still for a second and then and just falls right in half. It is Deadzo. And
Go to the west, don't let him escape.
Knee, I got it.
Good, it's dead. Can rest a lot easier. Kill the rest too while you're at it, could you? Thanks, bye.
Thanks, bye. Right. Now everybody else can focus on the little ones.
Indeed. I'm just drawing in the pool of blood that spreads out after your little thing. Give me a second.
Full of blood.
Let's hope the next assignment doesn't include spiders. Also, collect its eyes. They'll get a lovely price.
Quite. We'll do loot after everything's dead.
All we hear is...
Is it Mika, freeze them.
Alright, so that one's dead. Alright, Mika. I will put her right here. She will expend a good old 20 MP. And let's see her. So she is casting Blizzara. Group Blizzara on the group of spiders right in front of her. So let's see. That would be
That's gonna be a shit ton of damage.
3, 6.
Because that's
Time.
twice from my ice, twice from a group
So
attack.
times 4.
Ow.
Come on.
So that's 56
Got
damage
spider
total.
sickles. Get your spider sickles here.
Alright.
Spider tickle. Do not talk to me about spider tickle.
Are you sure that's right?
Pretty sure.
Spider sickles.
Because it's to be
12
like
times
that's
3.
36.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't right. You're right. Okay.
I was about to say because that's multiplying the roll.
Ah. Alright, so instead that's 144 damage. Oh, she killed it. Alright. So, Mika sort of skids to a halt, puts out a hand like, "Argh!" and sends up a bunch of spikes of ice from under that spider cluster. More pops as all 4 of them sort of go and rupture.
Oh shit.
Alright,
Rocket's
Alistair,
confused.
you can do not, I don't think Fane's done anything yet.
Nope.
Nope.
So I am going to move Fane right here, and she will be in range. Good.
Ice bullet.
So she will put herself right there, and she is going to chuck a grenade,
Oh yeah, I forgot she had grenades.
Yeah.
E.
because that deals group damage, and group damage is doubled.
Does it do fire?
It's non-elemental.
Aw.
So she needs to roll accuracy to hit with that.
Don't fly off
do
and
not
hit
miss.
me. Yes.
14. Yeah,
Yes.
all right, she got it. So that is 32 times 2 damage because it's just a flat number. So that is 64 damage to them. And, yep, one of them pops, leaving just 2. All right. And I believe then that is the party's turn, so it's back to the enemy.
Oh, it's just these 2 spiders.
Yep. They are going to be unhappy that Knee killed their matriarch,
Excuse you.
Thanatos.
or whatever, that you two killed their matriarch, and they are going to start sprinting that way. As that is literally all they can do, though. It's back to the party. Rocket, let's deal with your next round of confusion.
I'm gonna laugh if Rocket just does normal. Damn it.
Oh no, he's gonna kill
God damn it.
Mika.
And Fane's the closest.
All right, well, let me roll to see who she picks as her target.
Oh no.
He's going after Mika.
Yo, mine.
So, Rocket, you're kind of looking around. You're like everything is still really distorted and really bright and colorful, and like you turn around and you see Mika starting to like mess with her book and conjure up light, and it's just this really shiny, really bright light. It's all rainbows and colors, and like, you want that light, so you come running up. So you come running up to Mika, and you start pecking at her. So make an attack roll against Mika, please.
Oh God.
You know this isn't bothering me as much as it's bothering everybody else, right?
Honestly, I was kind of hoping for a 3 or 4, and you just do something because you just make it. It's supposed to like make a joke, and you're the best at making jokes.
Oh yeah, fuck that hits. All right, roll damage.
Jesus.
Oh
That was
shit!
almost a
Hey,
critical.
I rolled that wrong.
Oh, you got that wrong.
Yeah, I
What?
rolled that wrong. I was going for accuracy. I don't.
That is accuracy.
Is it accuracy?
Oh yeah, you were rolling an accuracy thing.
Yeah, you roll
That's
accuracy
right. That's
first
right.
and then damage.
Please don't re-roll
And now you
again.
roll
So
damage.
why you might get a critical success?
Also, considering Mika is the squishiest of us, I'm.
All right.
Ow!
And what is Mika's armor?
15, so that's 23 damage to Mika. As she's sort of doing her thing, like, you know, getting her to like start chucking out a couple minor heals, all of a sudden just like, ow! As Rocket comes down and pecks at her hand and like, what are you doing? And Rocket then pecks at her hand again. It's like, ow, stop! And just starts pecking relentlessly at Mika's arms and hands, and you two kind of like shuffle across the room a little bit.
Well, that the limit break only affected the queen, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it only affects the queen.
Well,
So no
might
one
as well
does
make a shot. 1 second, sort my headphones out. So I can't
All right. Okay.
Oh yeah, hit.
Oh, cool. All right. Damage.
2d6 plus 45. 52.
52 damage because it's still in a group that is halved, which is a shame because that's technically as much HP as the thing has left. But you turn to those two spiders that are sort of scuttling around their fallen brethren and are pissed at you, and you shoot and one of them explodes. There's only one spider left in the chamber, and it's still beelining for you.
Yay. Yoink.
Just step on it.
It's too big for that. Oh no,
That does not hit.
That does not hit. You sort of after you cut through the matriarch, you hear knee going "Eep!" and shooting like oh. You quickly like jump back into the air, doing like a dragoon style almost backflip. You land and like bring your scythe across as you're landing in the sort of clearing sweep for the last remaining spider, but it just kind of jumps over your scythe and keeps going.
I just imagine Thanatos jumping over, then slipped on the green blood a bit.
Let's see here. I am going to have Mika slap Rocket in the face with her book.
Productive.
Yeah, just trying to get rid of her of that confusion, or that's going to bother everyone. So let's see. What is your avoidance, Rocket?
My avoidance is 9.
Well, so Mika goes to, like, slap you across the face with her book, but just kind of bounces off your metal head case, like, dong, ah! And it doesn't work. And Fane is
Finish
last.
the spider.
So I'm gonna put Fane right there. She is going to, as per the usual, fire off a lightning or ice bullet.
Ice.
Yep. So it loads up the glowing blue bullet. Accuracy check. Nope. Unfortunately, the thing is moving really fast, so she fires and misses. The bullet goes flying off, just scraping by the backside of its abdomen.
Annoying little bastard.
Back to the enemy turn. The spider is going to see you, Thanatos, as the one who killed its matriarch, And it is going to attempt to poison you.
We've already been over this.
All right.
I don't do poison. I poison others, even though I don't use that spell very often. Yeah, that hits me.
All right. So 39 minus your armor is 20, yes?
Alright.
That's 27 damage to you.
And now we must do force check.
Lucky you, you've got a really high force.
Because Dark Knight. Beat a 15, bitch.
It did not beat a 15. Alright, so, as this thing comes in, it's like it bites into your leg, and you sort of kick it off. You can feel the venom trying to burn it. You're like, nah, fuck you. Like, just scrape it off a bit. Alright. Back to the party. Alistair, finally, at long last, the webbing comes off of you, and you are capable of actions again as you sort of finally struggle your way free. Just, and you
Alistair,
also,
would you...
yeah, and you're on the ground, by the way. And Rocket, we need to...
bullshit. I did not get covered in web. I did not. Oh, hi, guys.
Okay, Rocket. So,
Yeah.
we're back to you. Your operating system finally finishes rebooting. So you have your intelligence back, and you, like, see Mika in front of you, like, her hand's bleeding a little bit, and she's, like, got her book held up like she was smacking you, and you, and so what you decide to do is just, you look at her bleeding hands, you see her book raised up, and she kind of, lightly smacks you on the beak again, and in your still confused, very high state, you take this as the pinnacle of betrayal, let out a loud keening whine, and you go running off over here somewhere. Just full sprint, just dunk, 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 dunk. And Rocket just kind of disappears into the darkness.
By the way, I shoot the spider.
Okay.
I was gonna just blast it with rage.
Too late. I'm shooting.
No. Let me overcome her fear.
Overcome her fear, or at least.
Let me have this.
Okay. How do you want it to die?
Nee, just about at her peak of no, oh god, no, spiders. I'm just done with spiders. Is just going to give the mother of all eye twitches. I am done with you bastards. It's going to walk over to the spider, step on it, put the arrow to its head, and it's going to pull the trigger.
Okay. It's like a fucking executioner. You pin it to the ground. Its mini legs sort of scraping along the ground. And you cock your crossbow like a fucking shotgun. Just boom. And its head just explodes everywhere.
Yeah, that's reminding me of the poor little spider in Marasu.
There's nothing poor about the little spider. The little spider grow into big spiders, and big spiders need to die. Like so.
All right, so I real quickly need to do a roll to figure out how many eyes you people get. That's 3d8 total, because 3 spiders. So you all get 12 more spider eyes added to your count. So that brings you up to 62 spider eyes. A shame it wasn't 69, or we would have had nice. Let's see here. You also get 2 spider fangs from the matriarch.
Yay.
And I want someone to volunteer to roll a d6.
Why?
Okay.
Alright, I'll roll it, I guess.
Alright.
Why?
Alright, well,
Alistair.
Alistair.
I guess Alistair will just roll it.
Okay.
Sure.
Alright. The party also acquires 4 gold needles plucked from the matriarch's back.
Nice.
Isn't that what cures
Yes.
petrification?
2 to Mika, 2 to Alistair.
Okay.
So they healers.
Gets 2 needles, and Alistair gets 2 gold needles. Okay.
Now that this horrific nightmare is over, can someone go and corral Rocket?
I do it.
Alright, and a few seconds later, on that note, Rocket, the the confusion finally wears off, and your intelligence, your mind clears up, and you look ahead, and you're in total darkness, but you turn around and you see your compadre is not far away, and then the firelight of Thanatos' wisp spell and Alice are walking up.
Thanatos, just for thoroughness, could you send your wisp over there and see what's going on?
I mean, sure.
All right. So, Thanatos, you send your wisp over as Rocket is sort of pulling her shit together. You drift it past her and Alistair. And as it drifts further back, the cave goes a little ways further before coming to an abrupt halt ways away. And on the far end, you see a veritable pile and field of wrapped up cocoons and what appear to be like longer cocoons, but also a bunch of smaller cocoons too, much smaller and far and different in texture, like they're not actually made of web.
I think those are eggs.
Thanatos,
They sort of
could I employ your fire spell one last time?
First, let's make sure.
You know what? Just for fun, gonna come right up beside Nee and let her grab onto my arm again.
Okay.
Hang on a
She
sec,
cocks
let's
it like a
make sure.
shotgun, just for the humor of it, and it's gonna fire.
Well,
Let's
could
make
you,
sure.
all right.
I'm
Is
even
it-
going to confirm it.
all right. Okay. So is Thanatos actually casting fire?
Yes.
All right. Cast fire. Expend your MP.
So I guess we're not going to
Wait,
confirm it.
no. Wait. I said there.
Okay. All right. So, Thanatos, you lift up your hand, he cocks it like a shotgun, and woof, you fire off a fireball. It strikes, we'll say, right here. And the flames immediately start spreading around, and for a second, a couple of the eggs sort of shudder a little bit, and you see a little leg poke out of one and wiggle for a sec before falling still as the flames wash over it. And in general, the air steadily starts to get filled with this sort of high-pitched, really tiny mouse-like squealing sounds as the flames spread over the eggs. And then you start hearing amid the flames.
shit.
I told you to check it.
Yes, one of the worst of the live in the cocoons.
And you see a couple of the cocoons are now shaking horribly as the flames are rolling over them.
We need to help
Can
those
we go in there and help them real quick?
Well,
Can you hear me?
This is
even?
why I
This is
said
like
not to set
working.
our cave on fire.
Hello.
Maybe do it.
Hello.
so Mika is going to, she's technically casting Blizzara here, but she's not doing
This
it
is
to
not
hurt.
working, is it?
What? What's not?
Oh, you can hear me. I did say check them if anyone heard.
Yes, everyone was
Yes.
apparently ignoring you. Apparently. I wasn't, but everyone else was. All right.
I
There
mean,
were
even I
eggs and-
figure-
Nee wanted to burn them.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, eggs and
Like the big
cocoons with things in them. Anyway, so Mika sort of quickly, everyone's like, God damn it! Slaps her hands together, pulls out this sort of wave of frost and pushes it outwards. This big cone of frost sort of goes over the whole mass of cocoons. And after a few seconds, the flames sort of sputter and die out. There's still several eggs in back, and they're starting to shake a little bit. But the cocoons are still in the center. Two of the cocoons are still shaking, and you can still hear screaming and start.
Get them out. I'm going to go and pulp the rest of the eggs.
Thane,
What lesson have we learned today?
Thane joins you for that little merry crusade.
Here's the lesson for today, Alistair. Shush.
But he was
There's
right.
the one.
He was right.
Dumbass.
Why?
Nobody asked you, voice in the sky.
But he was right.
Mhm.
Nobody asked you, voice in the sky.
You don't need to. I'm God.
Okay, I think that poison has got to your head.
Okay.
What?
I was never poisoned, Mr. Cocoon.
It's still in your
Well,
veins. It might be a late
anyways.
effect.
Just
Anyway.
I'm going outside.
Okay. All right. So, Mika, with help from, I'm assuming, Rocket and Alistair. Thanatos fucks off, apparently.
I'm just done. 'Cause, also, I don't think they want to see the guy that tried to burn them.
Yep, you start hauling out cocoons. While, and it takes you a little bit, but it's slow but steady work, and eventually you sort of get the cocoons out. Meanwhile, Fane and Nee sort of systematically make your way through and shoot the eggs. and before long, you just have this gigantic smattering of egg shards and green gore splattered all over the damn place in there. It's very grotesque.
Looks like I got my work cut out for me for heals today.
All right, so you start peeling open the cocoons that are shaking, and you see scraggly-looking individuals. You know, a human and an Elvon specifically, kind of really pale and kind of skinny at this point, and really, really scared, looking around. What the fuck?
It's okay, we come to save you. Most of us, anyway.
Fuck you.
Shots
No need
fired!
to be no need to be an asshole.
I'd say that's my job.
All right.
Anyway, don't move, I heal you.
Okay. All right. So, pulling open the other cocoons, though, you find that there aren't people in them, and the things that are in them are very much not alive. You find a cow and 2 pigs.
So at least there were 2 survivors.
Farmhands, I would get at least 2 of them.
Yes, the Elvon is saying. We were hired to watch fields at night, and these things just jumped us with webs. We didn't even have time to shout before we were being dragged off and silenced. He sort of shudders and starts hugging himself really close and tight.
Well, don't worry, the nightmare is over. We exterminated them.
Good.
Sorry about the flames. We didn't realize anyone was still alive down here. You know, trying to burn the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
The human looks up. Can we go home now?
Agreed.
I can't hear you. Oh god.
All right. Well, if everyone's in agreement on that plan, you all.
What were you saying? I can hear.
I was pretty much saying, like, if everyone's okay with the plan of getting the people up and taking their leave, we can cut back to the world map.
Yeah.
I take it there are no more. At least I hope not.
You're not seeing any more spiders.
Good.
All right. So, that done. You step back out of the cave, and you steadily start to make your way back for the farm. Slowly but surely working your way in that direction. Well, you know, the farmhands are really spooked and constantly jumping at every web and cocoon they see, but are otherwise, you know, just staying quiet and sticking close to the biggest thing they can, which is Rocket.
I can see them just like clinging to Rocket's sides, just hiding under her wings or something.
Pretty much, yeah. They're using her as a living shield. All right. And after a short time, you know, maybe an hour, you eventually come back to the farm of one Lejeune de Airy. You can see there is a light on in the house, in the main home. So he's awake, probably awaiting your return.
Mission accomplished. We've exterminated them and rescued 2 survivors.
I mean, you're outside, so you're talking to thin air. But
I mean, he's talking to us. It's like,
right.
all right, Mr. Talkative, go in there and tell him of our great exploit.
Sure thing.
Try to keep it relatively coherent and not too long-winded, though.
Don't
No, no,
worry. I'm not like Thanatos.
Try not to get stuck in a cocoon again.
Ha ha. Right, you're in here.
Right, you knock on the door. A few seconds later, you see Lejeune there looking really sleepy and sleep depressed. Like, oh, you're back. Did you Is it taken care of?
The spiders have been exterminated, and we managed to find 2 survivors.
Really? He looks over your shoulder and sees the 2 farmers like,
Do you know them?
oh, thank the gods, yes, those are the farmhands I hired. The Avant marches up and says, I expect more money. This was not worth it. Lejean's like, that is a very fair point. I will increase your paychecks.
Unfortunately, the pig and the 2 pigs and the cow didn't make it.
That's fine, I have more where that came from. Lejean then says, so I imagine you wonderful adventurers are wanting your payment, yes?
That would be nice. The queen was huge.
I imagine. Alright, wait here. He heads inside, and a couple minutes later he comes back out with a few satchels of gil and starts passing them around to everyone in the party. Here you are. 300 gil per person, as was promised.
Thank you.
So that, for the main party of 5, amounts to 1,500 gil added on top of your 247, so you're up to 1,747.
Well, alright. Now that complete nightmare scenario is done with, this means we have enough to get aboard the ship.
We also
Whatever
need
else
to
we
sell
can
the
get for
eyes.
Sunrise.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can sell the
And the
eyes to
fangs.
an alchemist.
And the needles.
Well, I mean,
So-
the needles, no, we don't sell the
No.
eyes and the fangs, sure.
So let's head back to town, sell the eyes, get a good night's rest, and then once our ride is ready to go, we go.
Isn't it still night?
It is very much still night, yes.
So, yeah, selling the shit, we'll probably have to wait till morning.
You sure you don't want to stick around and help more locals? The next one might not be spiders.
Frankly, I think after this experience, I'm done with this entire area. I'm keen to get closer towards home now.
My hero.
Oh, and I figured you were starting to miss the desert already.
The desert can still fuck itself.
There's no spiders in the desert.
I bet there are desert spiders. They'll be the worse than normal spiders, because they're desert
That's-
spiders, so that means sand's involved.
Yeah, I'd take snow over sand any day.
I'll take
Oh,
sand
yes.
over snow. Fuck snow.
Fuck you, Mika says.
It's cold. And what do you care? You lived on an island with water.
You ever seen an antlion before?
Yes, and Marasu is very north, so it gets very cold winters. Or did you forget that when you were there in the middle of winter?
Mika
I
pouts
don't
at
think
you.
he was paying that much attention.
Yeah, I was
What
paying
was-
a little
also-
too much attention to the giant plague that was everywhere and
Also,
people wanting to kill
also,
us and this
what wa-
big tentacle monster.
Also, what was that you said, Lumina?
You ever seen an antlion before?
In Final Fantasy, I have. 9 specifically.
Uh,
Ogres.
Yeah, no, giant antlion, no.
They bury themselves in the loose dirt and wait
I
for
know what an
ants to
antlion
fly.
is, and they creep me the fuck out.
They're awesome. All right. So,
Don't give him
I've caught
ideas.
them in real life before.
They're
all
horrifying.
Enough comparing which place is worse. They're all terrible. This is all bad. So
So
let's
basically-
leave the farm to its business. Let's head back, get some sleep, and sell our things when the time comes. Yes?
Indeed.
Sure.
right.
So you're saying that anything but Veteya is shit?
Mika pouts.
Mhm.
I didn't say that. Rossi was alright, but, I mean, when he wasn't plagued anyway.
Mika maintains her
Uh-huh.
pout.
You're in
Smooth.
the
Ah.
doghouse.
Doesn't help trying to form these conversations when I can't hear half of it.
All right. Well, anyway, so with that, the farmhands are taken inside to be treated to a nice bowl of hot soup and have any injuries tended to. And you all begin to make your way back towards the city. And it's only a couple hours before you're passing inside. The guards, they recognize you as you're approaching because the same ones that saw you in before. And like, all right. Just your back, and you make your way inside. Before long, you're back at the inn and tavern, and thanks to Nee's bullshit powers, you don't have to pay for your rooms.
These bullshit powers.
You're welcome.
And you are all free to interact however you see fit before we move on to the next day.
So, how much do you think we get for spider fangs?
Who are
I
you
don't care,
asking?
just get rid of them.
Oh, I figured you'd want to at least keep the fangs as souvenirs.
Like a
Yeah, and I'll
trophy.
shove them somewhere else, they'll be painful.
What are we gonna do with those
Thanatos.
needles?
The
Well,
gold
the
needles?
Needles are used. As
Yeah.
far as I know, needles are useful for petrification and not being petrification.
Yeah. The party's keeping the gold needles because they can be used to cure the petrified status ailment.
Okay.
Yeah. So, did you overcome your fear today, or what?
Hell no!
If anything, this probably just made it worse.
Well, if anything, I know I can kill them easily. I still hate them with all my heart. Just put that into killing them. Whenever I see them, dead.
Do they have spiders that big in Veteyan?
I mean, in the forest somewhere, I've never encountered one, but I mean, that was on purpose because my phobia isn't exactly a secret. And they hardly assign me to the big spider missions.
So were you just born with this phobia, or did your sisters torture you with a spider when you were little?
I did mention the spider on pillow trick, didn't I?
You said they did that once.
Yes, and that was all it took.
Wow.
Is that what
Was
started
it-
it, or is that how you discovered it?
Yes.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Those things
then.
bite hard.
Mika kind of cuddles up next to you and says,
I'll slap both your sisters for that when we meet them.
Noted.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
given
gonna
what I've heard of Rania, that's probably not the best idea.
Yeah, she'll probably like your gumption.
Speaking of which, if we gotta sell some stuff, I suggest we all get some west so we don't get conned.
Yes, let's do that. I'd like today to end. I need my reset button pushed. That is sleep.
Yeah, it's a good thing those guards didn't try to ask us for a toll, eh, Alistair?
Well, good night, you torturing maniac.
Shots fired!
all right. All right, so you all head back to your rooms and you get comfy. Me, you kind of shudder a lot and don't sleep as well, but Mika's there and gives you plenty of snuggles and cuddles and little smooches, and you're eventually calmed down and you can all sleep well.
Aw.
Morning comes, the sun rises in the distance, you're aroused from your slumber. It appears to be a nice, clear day out. Scenic, serene, pretty, very nice.
When Nee wakes up, she feels a lot better.
All right.
Because it's new day and it doesn't involve spiders.
Once everyone is sort of down and getting together in the common area, Mika opens up conversation by saying,
Alright, so if no one has any objections, I'll go take care of selling the eyes and fangs myself.
Go ahead.
Remind me, ODM, how many days did they say the ship was going to take?
I did not give a specific number.
Well, it was 7, wasn't it?
He said a few. I
Said
didn't
a
give a
few.
number deliberately to give you guys time to make some dosh.
Alright, we could just
Yeah.
hang around and do more
How,
stuff.
how much gil do we get for the spider ship?
Well, Mika
gonna
heads
find that
out,
out.
and maybe an hour later she comes back. I need to check a thing here. Give me a second.
You need to check a thing.
Need to check
Also,
a
I
thing.
noticed you got a spring.
Let's see here.
You got a spring.
I wonder
in
what you
your
even
strap.
use those eyes for.
Yeah.
I mean, potions obviously, but like maybe like antidotes or shit.
Or
Probably.
poisons.
All right, so Mika comes back about an hour after she left, and she holds up a healthy sack containing 800 additional gil.
Yay, we're not broke.
Indeed.
Very nice, Ika.
So-
How many people did you tackle?
Just the one, actually. I
Hmm.
tried to get us a little more, but 800 is pretty reasonable for what we brought.
It'll do. After we've bought your tickets, that'll be 900 gil we have going spare, which is a start when we get to the Guardian domain.
Did they ask where you got them?
Not really, no.
I mean, the spider eye is kind of self-explanatory. You took a hand, you stuck it in the skull of a spider, and you took it out.
I mean, aren't they going to question like why we had so many of them?
I mean, not really. Probably just assumed it was just stuff we picked up in the line of adventuring.
Yeah, fair enough.
Adventuring isn't exactly a uncommon art, remember?
Well, yeah.
And the fangs?
The thing's got pretty much. It's part of the 800.
It's all part of the package deal.
Well, you do what you will. I'm going to take 1,600 of this gear, and I'm going to go get your tickets now, and also check up on how their repairs are going on until we're next ready to depart.
Alrighty.
Well, even
You
if
do
they
that.
still have time to repair, I wouldn't be mind to do some more favors.
Baby.
Well, I would mind. I am ready to get out of here as soon as possible, plus it depends on when the ship is leaving, because when the ship is leaving, that's when we're leaving, because it won't wait for us.
Fair enough.
Refresh my memory because I'm a dum-dum and I forgot. What did I name the captain of the airship, Tom? I'm pretty sure you have that.
I don't know.
Come here.
Why would I have that written down? That's your job.
I
mean, you had it written down in the chat
did.
way back, so I guess we can just go way back.
Scrolling.
The thing is, it cuts off before that session.
Keep
So,
on scrolling.
I mean, I'll have to open up a
Was
totally.
was it Russell or Russo or something like that?
It started with
Captain
an R.
Russell?
Russell.
I don't think it was Russell because it's an Elvon, and that is not an Elvon name.
Well, the only way to check it is to basically...
Ah, damn it. No, we don't. Fuck.
Give me a second. I can open up the full chat history of the entire campaign if you give me a second. If it'll let me, this stupid thing. Copy a link address.
This is about how much he cares about characters like this, people. He forgets their names.
I do care, but I made him up on the fly. You hush.
And at last, the saddest thing of all. Drink is one out.
Eh. Well, anyway. With the, you make your way back to the airship dry dock. You sort of make your way up towards the airship in question. And as you approach, you actually see the captain up on deck. He looks over like, "Oh, hello."
Hi. How is work going on your ship?
It's going well for the most part. What about you?
Oh, hold on. My headphones have gone again. Repeat that.
He said it's going well for the most part. We're almost ready.
What's the TA?
Couple days, tops.
Alright. Well, me takes out the bag of the 1,600 gil. Tickets for my friends, if you don't mind.
Ah, of course. Good, good. All right. I'll speak with the lady at the counter, and we'll get that all sorted out.
Thank you. And yes, they're all on board for earning their keep for the discount you've given them.
Wondrous. Well then, I look forward to riding with you, Miss Athil.
I'm just looking forward to getting closer to home. Getting that gil was something.
I imagine. Well then, he sort of taps his head a couple times. See you then.
Good luck with the repairs.
Don't go getting into trouble, eh?
Well, trouble tends to find us. Occupational hazard.
I imagine.
Back to the group.
How was Rousel? Captain.
Rousel.
Yeah, Rousel.
Close.
Russell.
I'll just add that.
So I wasn't too far off.
Oh, I did actually have it listed here. I just totally missed it. All right. All right. All right. And with that, you make your way back to the other's knee. Let's see here. That was a 1,600 gil you just snipped off from your current total, right?
Yep.
Minus 1,600, leaving you all with 947 gil left to throw around.
All because
So
we
we're
have
not
to go
we're not
investigate.
completely broke, at least.
Nope.
All because we have to go and investigate Alice's secret admirer, quote unquote.
I sure ain't
Admirer.
that.
I'd be careful. Athena might get jealous.
Oh dear.
As you're all sort of doing
Anyway,
that, Fane
return.
kind of takes a sip from her drink, looks at you all, and is like,
Well then, I guess once you set out, that's going to be us parting ways, isn't it?
Seems so.
Hmm.
You gonna be alright here?
she holds up her share of the gil and says,
I think I'll be fine, yeah. I have a knack for this sort of thing, so I'll do odd jobs that need doing and help support my family till they can stand on their own 2 feet. After
Is
that,
your mother going to be taking the job at this tavern?
talked to her this morning. Seems like it.
That's something.
That it is. Who knows? Maybe once she and my little brother are more established and self-sufficient, I might go off and start adventuring myself. Who knows?
What, the comfy bed's not good enough for you?
she gives you a flat look.
Look, I already went all over long before I wound up getting nailed down in Kurzatan, alright? I left Kurzatan, went, studied an emblem, next to Sid, no less. Then I got called back to Kurzatan and got locked there for a long-ass time. I like airships, alright? I like a lot of things. There's a lot more of this world I haven't seen yet. Kinda want to explore it a little.
Well, if you end up going in Salmon ways, give Sid our regards.
That's probably going to be my first destination. Haven't seen that man in ages. Need to make up for some lost time.
So,
He certainly
Yes.
thought highly of you.
Man's a genius.
So,
since we're here
Did
for a
you
few
two-
days,
were you too close?
Don't even go there. I know what you're about, Thanatos. No, not like that.
This spoils my fun.
Good.
Eh,
Fane
I-
pouts.
He, he puts,
Me
it, he
too.
puts his he puts his arms around Mika and me. I still have these two to tease.
Yes. And we still have you to cast a sleep spell on and dump in an alleyway somewhere.
now I think about it, probably when we're back in my place, I should write a whole new book about the pyromaniac of
You
teasing.
write books?
A couple, just to keep reminders of certain things I have to do, also spells I need to learn.
So
so
journals
you have
more.
Killers.
To do this.
Great.
Well, if you actually write like
Pyromaniac?
well, if you write an actual story,
Mika sort of leans over.
I'd love to read it. I could be your editor.
Hmm.
Her tail like swings way up at that idea. It's like,
I've never edited for someone before.
Well, I did. Besides the remark, I did have a couple of stories, but unfortunately, I think we got lost on the ship.
Aw.
But don't worry, I'm sure I could find some of my old ones back at home and maybe come up with some new ones with these adventures we've been having.
I'm sure we'll find you a book to edit somewhere, dear.
All good things come in time.
Mika
Speaking
gives
of
a sort
which-
of, Mika gives a sort of happy nod and sits back down.
Speaking of
Aw.
which, since we're gonna be here for a couple of days, I'm gonna look around see if there's anything else we could do. while we're
Maybe-
waiting for the pa- Don't want Thanatos
keen
get
to
too
just
bored.
I'm keen to just take a couple of days off. Thanatos being bored be damned. Maybe you can use that time, Alice said, to actually start writing a new book. Hell, maybe start writing a book about what we've been through. You can call it The Chronicles of Eno.
Fuck!
I like that.
Fuck! Should have known that was coming. God damn it. Okay. All right. Point of destiny to all of you for that bullshit.
Yeah!
And that is not a joke. You take
You're
a point of
welcome.
destiny for that.
I get two, don't I?
No,
Not
that's
in
only
the
for
name
killing
drop.
enemies. That's only for killing bosses. No, just one. Just one for everyone.
And back
Okay.
up to 8.
I
Haha.
want-
God.
We were- We were building up to that.
Yeah,
Uh.
but fuck's sake.
You start mentioning books, it's like name drop time.
Ugh.
God damn it.
I was hoping it would be a bit more subtle than that, but sure. All right.
Oh, I think
Okay.
Saturday has been long dead.
Well, that's
What if there's a fight ring in town?
Oh no. Go next time, folks.
All right. Okay. So, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, so much for tuning into this episode of Final Fantasy Chronicles of Eno, as these people so eloquently just name dropped. Smartasses.
It was awesome, and you know it.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of was. Yeah, a little shoehorned in there, but fine.
Well, we're just talking
come
about
on.
him making a book, and it's like, hey, you could start writing a book, write a journal of our adventures here. And what else would it be called but the name of the fucking campaign?
And think about it like this: the ending could be basically someone telling the story of these adventurers all along.
Yep. All right.
It could always be called to There and Back Again, An Idiot's Tale.
It is.
All right.
So,
Well, thank you.
And so ends the tale of
Spiders.
the archer who conquered her fear of spiders. Not really.
Not conquered, just kind of accepted it and is using it to murder all the spiders and commit spidercide.
her cuddly
My
book
goodness,
cat.
That's new. Spider-side.
Yes, her cuddly book
Arachnocide.
cat.
Arachnocide.
Arachnocide.
All right. Well, before we get too carried away on that, it's time for us to end. So, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. We will see you next time with the official, proper start to Alistair's arc. Till then, people.
Oh boy.
Bye-bye.
Sarah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Fucking name drops. God damn it.